My God, my brain is melting. How many tabs do we have? I needed to do this because fucking Russia wanted a piece of meat to deliver to their door just to prove that they're useless idiots, basically. So they lost the competition against smaller countries. Now we have this upcoming as a tab and some more stuff I want to watch. Let's calculate how many tabs do we have, bro. Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is not a tab. More. Why are they kicking me out of Instagram? What's going on? You telling me Justin from you know what, the Sharky Shark of Lithuania, has blocked me on Instagram. I think that's an achievement. I thought you were supposed to be I mean, I just threw a one-liner. How do you block me with a one-liner, bro? It's a fucking... You can just delete my comment. I will not notice. It's so fucking hilarious. I have more blocks. I remember Ray. Block. This is useful stuff. I don't remember where I sent this thing. I wish I could. All right, boys. Now that you have a child, you don't like opinions. That's very interesting. Yeah. All right. If you become a professional internet troll can evolve into different things, you know. But it's gonna be a question mark. So let's bake a cake for internet trolling. So yeah, guys, if you don't know what the fuck is going on, I'm continuing the sanity dump. Meaning that I'll just continue fucking watching videos and trying to shut the fuck up. Because that's the only escape we have. But if I can't shut the fuck up, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna continue on as far as it takes. Oh boy. The day has been ruined twice. There's noise outside and there's noise in my fucking Facebook inbox. Instagram, sanity's back. Russia can... Russia. Alright. We need to change the name so it's a little bit harder to summon. If I wanted to summon that. Russia. Did he really steal content? Is it that easy to do that? If you're popular, you have to make your own content. I understand that part. But it's not that easy to just steal content. Man, there's so many things to look at. Okay, I thought it was Antoine. I always think that because of the fucking cape. They have this original cape that I don't think you can even take it off. It's ridiculous. Alright, I was a little bit scared because people would think React content is started as a drama against Sniper Wolf now, this year. And overall, Sniper Wolf can be compared to a lot of rip-off artists on this platform, but she can't be. Alright? XQC is just a genuinely fucking well, I hate the dude, alright? He couldn't attract me to his content. He doesn't seem to have any value to offer. And, he has a giraffe, which is pretty fucking... Even his room sucks balls. He doesn't give a fuck about nothing, I don't think.
Time, you could sit here.
Yeah, XQC is just like such a fucking trash person. Holy shit, man. I wanna watch him just for how big of a trash he is. I wanna react to him, you know, and just his face reacting to things.
would flip.
This is literally what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm not supposed to react to anything besides my own input. You know, I'm giving my own input to things. If I actually capture something that I want to talk about, fucking let's do that. But I can't just give the entire context of everything unless I have something to talk about, unless I actually need to. But this is why streaming is just dumb. And this guy just kind of fucking brainwashed himself over time, as well as most streamers, that this is just the best way to make videos, or the best way to make content and interact with the audience. I can always like reply to chats. I can see the chat doesn't have to be always rolling, because the chat has to be filtered. Chat, let's put it down basically, all right? Live streaming is better. Chat has to be monitored, filtered, and the best of the best comments received by the streamer. Simple. This is how it works. Like, a streamer is not supposed to need someone's opinion of which cards to play, which deck to play, or whatever. Like, you decide before you jump into the video, before you jump into the experience. Once you do that, you have to stay in your own mind, and it's a lot easier to focus and, in a way, be more skillful in entertaining in that sense, because the audience doesn't distract you. There's a lot of fucking bonuses on the way that I make videos that you can call streaming in a way. I mean, in the middle of non-streamers and streamers. It's kind of fancy, to be honest. So I'm not just attacking HQC. HQC is just a good example of an extreme case of who the fuck knows what streaming can do to your brain. All right, because you're trying to be entertaining, and that's all you think about, of like, what stupid thing I can do right now. And I think he's running out of stupid things when he's just reacting to content that's completely random to him. It's just whatever, bro. That's my assumption right now.
Design super.
What did you just say?
So a lot.
What the fuck did you just say? Jesus fuck Christ. My God.
Of research. There are things like drug research, which is basically so hard to try and design a drug to do something because the systems are so complicated that it's actually more cost effective to just test everything and hope you find something that works. And if you do find something that works, it's boom, Viagra time, and you become rich. But it does just involve a whole lot of trial and error to find that. It's the sort of scientific equivalent of buying a lottery ticket. Now, in my experience, superconductivity research is...
Drugs are created as a lottery ticket? Oh, you fucking... This is, like, worse than I thought? Holy shit. Very first video I had to make is medication is bullshit. This just adds another layer of bullshit I did not expect. But everything is so entangled in bullshit, like, you just have to flush it as a whole. The whole thing. It's insane. Alright, Sanity Dump is reaching more eyeballs recently. There's another bump. Every 48 hours it seems to bump a similar time. Is it? It's similar. Interesting. Why did I say 48 hours? That means that this is the bump that happened yesterday. None of this makes sense. Yeah, basically, you can barely care while making drugs. You just fucking rolling the dice in a way. But who you making experiments on? You still, even if you release the drug, it's still somewhat experimental thing that worked but has side effects. Fucking cancer, bro. This is insane. So now you're rolling the dice by applying that to your body, but there's the mass application of medication, which is just absolute fucking disaster. It's disaster, bro. The thing that I've experienced, the fucking hell. But you know, now I'm seeing like the scary parts of like Europe and the fucking cancer that has been growing, that has to be removed one way or the other. And so if the apocalypse properly opens up Europe as well as a nest of garbage, and we start to clean things up, like, I will have to go to war against evil just by default, just to accelerate the good around me and just spread ideas and vibes. This is gonna be fucking tough, bro. Next 2 years. What the fuck? I've skipped the summer of Tinder. I don't care anymore. I don't think I received any messages. We can check who liked me. Just the general, obviously. Some weirdos liked me. Boom, 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 boom. Fancy schmancy. Fucking, they're young, bro. Maybe not too bad, but... I think I can get another one, right? Alright, that's fine. So that looks like trash. That doesn't look like trash, but looks like poor soul. I don't know what that means. What traveler vibe means, because I don't like it. She has some fucking weird shit going on. Introduced a dog and then just blackness. So, yeah, this is disgusting. This is not my type, or just completely unreachable. This is just a gold digger, and this is just a, you know, a person that got bullied so much that still tries to breathe fire, you know. Things that I'm her level or something, that I'm weirdo enough. So, yeah, I got 4. Magical number. Absolute trash. But, I like the attention now. Thank you. I like the attention of a button being clicked, you know. Women have to make everything meaningful, and they did. They're just garbage women, you know. I've seen those people in the trash bin, and they don't really talk too much, so I don't know. I mean, just open up porn, and you're gonna have a much better conversation than trying to get a conversation on Tinder. Like, I'm just saying. And by the way, just the fact that I used the word trying as if there's nothing wrong with the sentence, nothing wrong with just saying the words trying to get a conversation. You should not supposed to be trying. You should, well, unless you never tried before. But generally, you should be generating a conversation. There's no trial. You should just know exactly what the script is to try and spark a conversation. If your spark doesn't work and is being disrespected, then unfortunately I can't continue on and pretend that there's going to be a magical moment when I will not be disrespected. It's just not the right vibe. You know, you just trash the system successfully, as a normie. Like, normies do that very often. They don't know what to do, but they still do it. So, if you don't know what to do, you're just gonna trash the platform. Just stay away. But I can't tell them that. I just have to move on to something else that's not trashed. That only, like, only people with big brains have exclusive access to. Let's give these girls a vibe check. All of them. This seems nice. No, no. I want live conversations. Yeah, you do. I think you do. I think you shouldn't fucking go on Tinder then and waste my fucking time. Let's find the place where happiness begins. This is the place. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But if you need to hide your face, then you didn't start anything. So you're just, again, wasting my time. Congratulations, we can move to Instagram and check your private account, basically, because that's the norm around here. So we're not doing that. She's just another weirdo that, you know, doesn't have enough self-esteem to look beautiful, clearly. But and if you try to look beautiful, then you're just gonna fail miserably, you know. You're just faking it. So there's just nothing. Don't worry. There's nothing. There's nothing to it. Zeros everywhere. There's no special women here. As much as I want to pay attention 100%, I also want to play with the armor warrior just to check it out. Some of the videos are supposed to be boring and background noise anyways.
For the day.
It's crazy when you feel like people don't want to reason with you anymore. This was just, you know, a moment of relief, but, you know, plenty of people don't want to reason with you. They want to embrace reality and embrace pain and cause that onto other people in various ways, in such confusing and twisted ways that you're not gonna be able to catch who's the bad guy. Because on one hand, one reactor is bad. On the other hand, another reactor is good. It's crazy, right? And I'm talking about content reactors and not superconductive reactors or something. No, I'm not refreshing my sanity. This is getting extreme. I don't have to do this. But it's better that I do. You know, run full speed. Especially when, you know, we going into winter season. And full speed matters a lot. Alright. Fushi. Fushi is going against Jake Paul. We already became friends with Jake Paul. I know he's not a bad guy, but Fushi, though, he's not uploading recently. He's going nuts. So, let's see it. Let's see what he's up to. It's been a long time.
Happens to you.
He's fucking talking about his own suicidal bullshit with a straight face. It's like, fucking forget about it, bro. What an ass. So, if Logan Paul went to a suicide forest, well, a whole fucking suicide mutant is approaching Jake Paul instead. Expose Jake Paul, yeah. With your vagina. I would. Not gonna lie, this warrior is fucking popping some enemies here. It feels like. Okay, I lose. Oh, that's disgusting. How do I get armor now? He's going to therapy. He's trying to get his dad proud. Just fuck off, bro.
He believes it.
There's a fucking twist. He's actually praising Jake Paul for paying his medical bills. or whatever. Mental health, medical bills. I don't believe in that shit, though. And I don't... Fushi went fucking so deep into losing his reputation so quickly that it's just hard to listen to that guy anymore. Another fucking time, Warsha gets 100% win rates, and I get bullied by a fucking hunter. Onslaught. Infinite tempo, bro. What? Wow, what a fucking awesome advertisement. I'm starting to despise every single Hearthstone person. Like, holy shit. Fascinating. No, I'm still getting bullied. What? What is that? Jesus Christ, man. I can't play anything right now. There's nothing to do for me. If I do this, I just lose. Some fucking madness, man. Fucking hell. The only part that's supposed to be fun about the game, I just fucking have to dump it in the trash. It's fantastic.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Oh, I still have Dredge, so thank goodness. Also have this. Yeah. Wait, there's no rush. I mean... This is nasty, bro. So he just fucking sabotaged everything with just one spell. Fuck me. Are you kidding me, bro? The insanity I have to fucking endure, and I don't actually dredge it out. Jesus Christ! How the fuck does he have another one? What the fuck is happening? Then you have the fucking infinity of imps, bro. Like, what the fuck is this game even? Oh, a bitch. How is he not playing Riffs? How is he playing a card like this? That's too expensive. In a ridiculously slow deck. What the fuck is he thinking, bro?
I don't know, I thought...
If you have to teach the audience how to say your child's name, I mean, that's kind of cringe.
It's a soft and hard name. So yeah, it's pronounced Björn, like It's kind of, it's hard, usually hard for foreigners to say that word. Letter, I mean.
Usually, but I don't give a fuck. Am I right? You know, it's the fucking rich people who fucking create bullshit in the world. But they don't even get to enjoy it, you know? Ooh. He's dumping one-drops. Yeah, so I went all the way to 0 stars, because that's always a fucking good deal. Copy and paste the deck, 100% win rates, downwards for my opponents. Jesus fucking Christ, man. And I had to fucking upgrade the deck over and over again, and it still doesn't fucking make any sense. I'm telling you, there's a problem of just honesty in general. Of like, if you're not honest, you're digging a hole for yourself. You're just doing that. You're just gonna kill yourself by not being honest. Because first of all, you're gonna trap yourself in a fucking game because you're not honest. Like, oh, I'm getting money, but... and people like me, right? And I'm doing well because I'm playing... You're just lying to yourself over and over again just to fucking keep the reality in check. Just trap yourself in the fucking matrix. Like I've fucking explained. And I have to deal with these people. And unlock their fucking nonsense, basically. Every single time. It's now my job. I'm not complaining. I'm just like, that's my reality now. It's fucking madness. The level of insanity I have to deal with. Fake it until you destroy your life. That's how it's called. You can fake it, but please don't lie. Please don't lie about it. What you want to actually get in life. Because this ain't it. It's not honest. It's just clickbait bullshit. And anyone who does that, like, I have no respect for them. And if I don't have respect for them, they're kind of vulnerable. Again, I have not met a person who cares. It's some kind of other word is applicable, but not care, unfortunately. I'm literally losing to every single fucking deck, bro. One after the other. Even this fucking weird-ass rogue just steals 2 of my shits. Actually 3. Actually, what the fuck is going on? Is he gonna find magical lethal all of a sudden? Of course he will. It's fucking madness, bro. Holy shit, bro. Every single game I lose.
In 2001, just one day after she'd met with Keanu. And even with this unfathomable amount of tragedy, Keanu remains strong and uses his grief as
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't a coincidence that people just die next to him. And I'm not saying Keanu's bad. It's just, these people wanna die next to Keanu for a reason. Because life is a torture when you every single move is like super outcalculated, outpaced. And it hurts, bro. People can't fucking stand being grounded right now. It is what it is. Yeah, you truly fucking slowly realize how delusional the world is gonna be. But at the same time, they'll just have to bow down to me because I fucking figured everything out eventually as well. Fucking Moon just keeps spitting fucking fire. There's now 4 videos I have to watch. Thanks. And I can't rely on Hearthstone to fucking numb my attention. This is important, but you know, I'm slowly not caring anymore. Yeah, Hearthstone is like really fucking painful in so many ways. In so many ways, it's distracting, as pushing me into a nasty fucking feeling. It's like disturbing, bro. Disturbing. You just would lose sanity playing that shit. Because it's not non-consequential. You don't get rewarded for skills. It's nonsense. The complexity is going in the wrong direction of the game, but whatever. I complained for so long. It's mind-blowing. I would want to see compilation of, I don't know, 2 weeks amount of content. Or 200 hours amount of content. Or just complain and complain about different things each time. And we're talking about just one game, but not caring is not a superpower. Alright. If you make a mistake, you will get punished. And there is no escape. You think you can get rich and not get punished? Well, what are you going to do when you're rich? You're going to dress up nice and do nothing? You're going to sit in restaurants? You're going to drive cars? None of this is actually interesting. None of this is actually engaging. Or you doing anything. And you're going to be incredibly censored. Alright? So it's impossible to escape the punishment of not caring. So the only thing you can do is then flip the switch, give up fast enough, and finally live a normal life, how it was intended to be. Everyone gets punished simply for not caring. And yet, I get to suck in that energy, basically. Just by naturally, so other people's mistakes get sucked into me. And I get to complain about it. Of like, when are you gonna stop? Do you know how powerful I am, bro? Can you even imagine? Mr. Beast, bro? Mr. Beast knocks on your door, bro. Well, that's the power. But you have to amplify it a little bit more because we're diving deeper into history. And unfortunately, a little bit deeper. And the reality is, like, most people get rewarded who were not already rewarded. So if you care, you know what's going to happen next. You sort of have the string of ideas that your life is not supposed to suck just because you care. Whatever other people say is not supposed to knock you out of the work that you're doing. That's supposed to matter. It's supposed to. At some point, someone has to connect with what you're doing. But we can't connect because we're robots, and the only thing is in workplaces. And then, who decides? What the fuck is that shit? Right? Who decides who connects the dots and gets paid? You know, at some point, economy becomes a very rogue economy where you can't get paid anymore. You just can't. You're not one of those chosen ones who gets paid. And if you do get paid, you might become a slave. At the same time, you are a chosen one to do bad things to the society. Oh, oops. So basically, if economy becomes hostile in general, if money making is becoming hostile and not actually producing much value at all, or people don't know how to spend money, or people can spend money because they're getting screwed anyways, even if they have a job. In all these situations, I don't know what to say. It's pretty fucking bleak. But there's always a solution of some kind that you can see by caring a little bit more. And I haven't still found, despite all this chaos, people are still like, fuck it. I don't have to respect people around me. I don't have to be desperate to be nice and caring. This is the only thing that you should be desperate about all the time. Nah, let's become more animalistic, let's become more aggressive, and that's gonna solve the problem of me living you living your life. Absolutely. Let me just take your stuff, please. All right, you don't want to live your life. Now you have to be nice and give your stuff away. It's like, what the fuck is going on, right? What is going on? We just have lack of brain cells. For real. And it feels so good to have lack of brain cells because you don't have to have responsibilities anymore. It's just such a fucking cheat code, isn't it? Just freeze yourself, drown yourself, suffocate yourself, and now you have no responsibilities. That's cool. That's cool. But someone presses a wrong button and you come out as a shark throwing rocks at people like a fucking maniac. Pulling out your knife. Let me stab you. Pulling out your phone as an NPC. Like, look at this monster. Let's all attack this person. Like, Jesus Christ, man. But hey, the purge is gonna play out. We're gonna see all these monsters fight each other because they're not gonna find any targets. You know, everyone's the same anyways. So we're gonna fucking experience the purge of like, yes, you're angry. Yes, you're dead. Now you have to finish your fucking sentence, right? you're gonna finish what you started, right? So you decided to fucking die inside. You became suicidal. Now you gotta finish the sentence though. What's next? Are you just gonna suffer like that? You're just gonna allow rich people to take advantage of you? Whoever actually cares about economy, cares to understand complicated things, they're just gonna take advantage of you now? Alright. I care to much higher level, to the point where I understand pretty much everything, and that's why I can't make any moves, because there are no legal moves. Besides not getting bored, just observing things. There are no legal moves. If you understand, you just find an escape route, find a place you can stay, and then you build your awareness, and then as quickly as possible realize that there's no legal moves. But at least find a way to just talk to people. Is the only legal move is communication. Alright? On this chessboard. And if you don't find this legal move, I don't know if I can trust you, unfortunately. I don't know if we can connect. Because that's the whole fucking point. We can't. That's the whole point. You don't respect that starting point. There's no starting point yet. This is how you complete the matrix. You find the 0 point. You find the starting point of what has to be achieved. Where you start. I don't want to voice chat with you. I don't want to entertain you. I don't want to be a circus acrobat. Ballerina, bro. I don't want to be an elephant or a lion. There's a starting point to all of this. In the darkest of times, the only legal move is to create light and trade it. Communicate. Learn new things. And solve things that are trapping you in darkness in the first place. And if you're not honest about it, we can't have conversations. If you just meme around, if you're not serious about your things, if you don't want to talk about your problems, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting educated. We're not learning new things. You know, if we're just disagreeing, and this is where you leave the conversation, it's like agree to disagree, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's not how you resolve things. If there's a disagreement, there's actually some kind of solution, unless you're being disrespected. Then you're better. You're just a better communicator, unfortunately. But I don't know. Am I supposed to compete against only one personality? But it feels like I'm completely trapped and just people are just waiting, pulling their clocks. How long is it gonna last? How long? How long do I have to fucking listen to this thing? How long is he gonna upload these things? Oh, you know what? If I just look away, everything will go away. You know, I find that superpower of not caring. And not caring is not a superpower, as we learned. But why people want to fucking use it? What is in there? Well, we all know it as free will. This unexplainable force of just people giving up. Unfortunately, people being disconnected. This is why we need to communicate, and one of the most important things is just be honest. You can rely on other people. Everyone has their own story to tell, their own perspective. Unless you don't want to listen. and just gave up on life. Actually, I don't want to be honest anymore because my life is pretty good right now as it is. So I'll just let it rot into darkness slowly, and I surely will live for a long time that way. It's just, there's always a problem. Like, growth is more important than just like keeping your job, keeping yourself happy the way you are. I see like every single year is going to be more and more difficult for me to like stand content, just stand certain type of content. I will look for different type of content every single year. You know, I will get bored eventually of things. How do people not see that boredom is like tapping on their shoulders of like, what are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next, bro? You gotta go insane now? Is it about time you go insane, bro? Money's not gonna buy you happiness, isn't it? The thing that you're doing over and over again, it's not gonna fucking fulfill your dreams, unfortunately. You do over and over again, and it turns into insanity. Insanity. If there's no growth and you're left alone, you're gonna go insane. This is why we have children, technically. This is why we make friends. So something somewhere grows, you know. We don't stay the same. We have to build better, be better, and quite rapidly as well. But to be just naturally disconnected, you know, and not be able to tell my story, nah, we're not gonna keep it that way, unfortunately. You know, the thing is, like, my intentions and everything just builds things for the future, and I just accumulate things for the future. And if I accumulate too many things, they're just gonna suffocate more and more people. More and more people will just not be able to believe what's going on and how fast things are actually moving in their lives, because they should. The places that have the most darkness are capable of growing the fastest. You know, I'm not gonna focus on Americans too much. I'm just gonna unlock their fucking debt crisis or whatever money crisis, and most of them just have to flee the country or just reposition themselves in more comfortably. That's it. You know, they just need more information about the states and their laws sometimes. There's some basic things of where they can find better people with better knowledge, that they don't have to like sit around and listen to the same fucking people who tell them that you're gay, it's okay to be gay, or it's okay to hate gays, or some bullshit like that. It keeps getting repeated, and so they just give in to someone else's way of life. But yeah, so I have a future to take care of. I have a lot of responsibilities. I've been stunned by some extraordinary power, bro. It's crazy. Which I still accumulate. I'm still not ready for some reason. Even I cannot comprehend what's about to come down. All of this is just crap, as you might not have noticed.
Distractions directly into your eyeballs. And whether it's Apple's Vision Pro or Meta's Metaverse, this technology is expected to take...
This technology is expected to do that, and blah, 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 right? But we're diving deeper into the Matrix. We're diving deeper into insane things being projected onto us as if they're valuable. And I'm slowly, like, realizing, unfortunately, you know, people will pick up on the knowledge, they will pick up the knowledge, and we'll have to let go of a lot of things that we have accumulated. A lot of these technologies, we're gonna have to let them go. You think like, oh, we invented electricity, so now we're gonna keep it forever, right? Electricity was like 200 years old. So even that's not safe. Even the electricity is not safe from being questioned. In fact, like, we have tested blackouts. We have tested, oh shit, we're in a climate crisis. We're in an economic crisis. We need to test some blackouts in certain areas in the world. I mean, that was pretty fun story. It's like, what? Let's rotate some electricity, because that's pretty expensive. What the why do you start there? You know? But it's truly like everyone's being like tested in so many ways. It's fascinating. It's just fascinating. But this is what happens. You know, some people care, some people don't, and some people get tired and it's like, oh, fuck it. Let's see if other people care. I'll just relax, take a holiday, take a day off from caring, and just put pressure on other people. Which is still kind of caring, but it's now you're not focusing on yourself, you're not focusing on your own positivity. You're just trying to break people, basically, or trying to manipulate the world in a way. Because if you truly care, you understand that just rotating electricity in your city is probably a bad idea. There's better ways to create more efficient things, right? More efficient solutions. You just have to find them and not give in to the shortcuts. But like, whatever, man. So why would we have to give up technology? Well, technology will destroy itself, first of all. It will become rogue technology eventually. And at the same time, we will start accumulating like understanding of values in general. And what is truly valuable in life. And how life functions. I get to see a whole world through the internet and everything. But that doesn't mean that I should, by default, when I'm born, just be able to explore everything I want. Everything and anything I want, in any way. That ability is a little bit excessive. Alright, and we don't know how much damage it can do. We have questioned if video games make us more violent, because it makes us uncomfortable. But I think we haven't fully developed the question of what kind of damage video games can do. Right? And now that we're staring at the VR headset, we're starting to like get a grip of like maybe getting addicted into alternate reality that looks as real as possible, trying to really trick you. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe it's kind of nauseating. Because maybe somehow reality could also be more interactive and more fun. Instead of games sucking you in and then, you know, third parties controlling your life even more. Because you spend your life somewhere else. Like some cunning people will care a little bit more about reality and not your little fucking game world. Some third party is gonna care more. And they will start controlling you, manipulating you. And you're just gonna give in. Basically. Of like, I don't care about my life. I'll just gonna live this game that I have until I die. You know, I'm not gonna explore life anymore. That is basically the downside of trusting games to entertain you forever and ever. Again, it's just how the Matrix looks like. The Matrix wants to trick you with alternate realities. They're just not compatible with this one. It's just not. This reality works in a certain special way that we still haven't had a conversation about. And I'm trying desperately asking people to fucking figure out how to watch my videos, I guess. How do I spoon feed people, right? Open your mouth, baby. I have a small spoon of things, and I have to put 2,000 spoons into your fucking mouth so you could fucking survive one day. Holy shit, bro. Just to open someone's mouth. But I want to die, the baby says. Fucking hell, bro. I just throw a baby like that into a volcano. This baby's dysfunctional. And most people are becoming dysfunctional like that, where they don't actually need actual knowledge. They just want to look good, feel good, and live an alternate universe. Your ability to be bored is the only thing keeping you alive. If you get bored of a game, you have to fucking respect that. It's the only thing that matters in this case. And the thing that I learned to respect immediately, once I master what the fuck is this game world about, and why my mom is so unsuccessful in life. She is bored, but she doesn't fucking express that in any way. There's no frustration going on. There's no growth in her emotions, at least. Grow at least emotionally. Be more honest emotionally. That's a pretty good start. That's an easy thing to do. You know? I could just call it Max Tricks. Because Max Tricks is a little bit different than Matrix. Max Tricks is just the existence of alternate reality that wants to suck you in. Matrix could be just any piece of that reality. Or a piece of this reality. But reconstructed so you can understand it. Right? You're still not necessarily living the world, the life, but you understand it better because you have a map, a road map, in case you forget how life works, generally. So, pulling matrices out into the real world, it could, you know, be quite an artistic form, but getting sucked into Max Tricks, I don't know. So, I'm inventing new word. It's just maximum matrix. You get lost in the programming, the code that is presented to you. All the information surrounds you visually, emotionally, everything just surrounds you. And you should be scared of that idea. I really don't want to be fucking forced to smash into another person. Is it really fucking my fault? You know, it's everyone waiting. It's like, who you gonna fucking come up to? Is everyone just drifting away like scientists say that is the fucking universe of stars just pulling themselves away from each other? But then everyone is pulling themselves from each other. It's just like, I'm trying to do that over the internet. And disrespecting that internet even exists. Like, if people feel this way, if people feed me the horror story of like, you have to approach people, I can feed you a counter horror story of like, what if they reject me in the real world? Isn't that like 10 times worse? What if they become hostile if I press a wrong button? Am I gonna play a minefield in the real world? There's a reason why matrix of the internet exists, is so we learn faster, we can spend more quality time at home, and we can test whether people are capable of connecting, capable of having conversations, or it's not the right time yet. So basically, because I'm a leader, I'm a frontliner of trying to build bridges of how do we communicate faster and more efficiently. I'm just that sort of person, unfortunately. And I'm being pushed to like learn some crazy things in a way. But now at this point, I at least know what I am. or I'm going to be in the future, because I entangled myself into YouTube, and I'll just take the bait. I'll just take the responsibility with a title attached to it, you know. Yeah, internet is just like a gym, but instead of improving your muscles, you improve your brain power, you collect knowledge. And this is where everyone should go and do that thing, which is why being an influencer is so addicting and kind of crushes the idea of schools in the first place. What do you want to be when you grow up? Poopy day, poopy day. Yeah, so, and it goes even deeper than that, because now you can see, like, interconnection of everything. Everything has a meaning. And, yes, internet will stay forever. I'm just saying, it's gonna be one of those things that only rich people can have, unfortunately. Like, the true version of the internet. You can get the fake one, where you get to learn things, where there's a lot of pressure built in, and there's a lot of rules and regulations. They're just not gonna feel like you're truly free, like you can truly do whatever you want. Because if you don't have skills, if you just want to be a scammer or a troll or just annoying in general, like, we're not supposed to give you the internet, all right, to do that. You can do that in your fake reality. If you want to be nasty, we're gonna give you a fake reality. And this is, again, how being immoral just puts you in a terrible position. You're gonna get sucked into the matrix because you're not morally equipped to deal with actual reality. You're just not.
Reality, you'll miss that he be wired into the virtual world, as
Yeah, I mean, like, he's projecting the right vibe, but still, to go all the way is, like, insane amount of work that I have to do. On top of everyone else's content, there's still a lot. I mean, a sand pile. They build a platform, you still get to stand on top of that platform and continue building on. It's kind of maddening. It doesn't matter how much editing they put in, nothing matters. Once you finished your brick, I get to stand on top of it and continue building the structure of YouTube in a way. I just continue on. So yeah, my ex-friends are trying to ruin my fucking life right now. My day, rather. Some fucking Hearthstone players feeding me the idea. And it's almost like, damn, is this intentional? Do they know? Do they play with me indirectly? Do we play with each other through the heart? What is that notification that I got? Being ahead of the game, and you would think, like, I have plenty of resources to just waste, right? But I can see that there's a crisis ahead of me that could potentially kill me. Like, it's the easiest thing to see ahead of you. You can't relax in the most crucial moment. And so when my friends are so fucking relaxed, like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. You guys have no fucking idea. You guys just wasted your awareness on something else entirely. And to the point where if you send me, even indirectly, that you don't care, like, that's quite an insult. But at least just say it out loud then. Don't just indicate all the way around. As if it is an insulting thing to say, right? Some people think, like, yeah, saying I don't care is an insult, right? So they try to avoid it. But then they say it some other way anyways. It's just one thing that you cannot fucking hide is how little you fucking care. And this is the thing that I'm, like, very aware about, and it's, like, very easy to detect. Even if you don't say I don't care. It's the easiest thing to test. So, what's the point of hiding this idea? What is the point? That's exactly how I see you as a person with cool potential, and I don't need any proof because I already know it. Cool potential. Yeah. Whatever. What this tells me, you don't care of me as a person. You care about my potential. Wow, isn't that crazy, right? So we cannot find a starting point because you only see me in the future. But I see a starting point very clearly. You know, you don't care about me right now the way I am. Somehow it makes you uncomfortable. Well, we cannot start a good conversation. You don't seem to care right now. So I'm just gonna leave you alone, isolate you, you can't talk to me anymore, and by the time I'm better than this, I don't want to talk to a person like that. This is not a good person to talk to. This is not something I want to look back upon and be like, oh, the only thing I can do is just flex and make him angry. You think I will do that? You think I will care that point to just make someone angry is gonna make me fucking feel better? Fuck that shit, bro. He's just setting himself up as some kind of trap monster. Oh wow, isn't that so cool? Isn't that so cool? I will definitely fall for that one. Just the fucking garbage. Full of fucking twisted pieces of shit. And so many people just do that. They just set themselves up as traps. So fucking fascinating. They just set themselves up in the most comfortable position. But you never know when that trap can be disarmed, de-armed, unarmed, and completely destroyed. Or dismantled and scrapped into something way better than whatever the fuck you created out of yourself, basically. Anyways, yeah. My dad said Hitler kaput. My dad said it. So I can't use the word Hitler anymore or any German slang in that sense. My dad is now a meme that everyone laughs at, which is completely appropriate. My family's just horrible, which is why I have to like be patient, because if the adults around me that fucking pulled me into this world are kind of garbage, I don't really have any support systems besides, you know, financially supported and in terms of being clean and having a house. That's still pretty good support. And my dad gave me enough experience, but it's weird. It's just like, it doesn't seem enough at all. It seems way less than what other people get. And somehow is like the most successful strategy for me, but not for them. For them, it's just average lifestyle that not gonna change. Just because someone in your family is successful doesn't mean that you automatically become successful. You know, you just get tiny bit of gratitude from me. But when things gonna evolve, it's very likely I will find good people very quickly. The people just switch their minds of like, oh shit, are we still in a crisis? Should I still be worried or whatever? They just switch their minds to being positive. They might switch their minds a little bit too late because they don't have that much experience in it, but they can do that. I believe in that. And once you like simplify things, I need more experience still. There's so many things to explore. It's fascinating. So, Sanity has been vomited one more time, and we're not stopping there. We still haven't explored the entirety of the moon and beyond. And we also need to take a sleep because my day was utterly ruined, so that's pretty good. Keep it up. I'm very excited. At least Russia is not gonna fucking scare me anymore, because they're fucking ugly. And you shoot those kind of people immediately with all sorts of insults. And I'm not a violent person, so I can't imagine what else you shoot people with. So, see you guys next time.